Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest V. Last episode we ended up in the mountain village of Chizod here, and Bianca kind of was exhausted when we got to the village here. She rested up though, now she's okay to continue down the mountain. The mountain trip down will be actually pretty intense. Even though we're not fighting gravity, because we're going downhill, the way down is a little bit longer. Some pretty tough enemies and a lot more treasure, so it's going to be a little bit of a longer, more dangerous trek. But there's a few new enemies here that we can actually recruit, and if you're lucky you can run into metal babbles that give a lot of experience. They can also join you if you're really super lucky. But after we go through this cave, we'll get to Granvania, and in Granvania we can get the Hat of Happiness, which is the final piece of equipment needed to always do the critical hit and always get someone to join your party. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably come back here in the next episode once I get that equipment and just show off that little trick to, and then I can get the stats and guaranteed to get the stats of the Metal Babble. So, because they're like the metal slimes, they have that large chance to run away. Unlike the metal slimes that cast blaze, metal babbles cast fireball, so they hit the entire party rather than just one. Have a little bit more hit points too. So here we got a mimic chest here, new enemy. But they can also drop those small metals. They seem to drop them more frequently than the demon pots and the man-eater chests. Got a new enemy there. We can join us, the mini demon. So not a real great monster, but it's a potential to learn. They are one of the annoying things they can do is they can use a voice command that mimics Bean's voice, and it changes your character's tactics. So that actually happens to me once in here, but actually turns out for the better because it showed me something new. I fought that mimic recently, and they're kind of dangerous because they can cast a defeat spell. You gotta be, hopefully you're lucky, because right now we don't have a Vivify spell. Bean will learn it in a few levels, but with the if you have on offensive, Bianca will use the war cry, and that will basically stun the mimic. So yeah, I ended up didn't even really know that. Like I said, one time those mini devils changed all the characters to offensive, so I didn't have to input their commands, and got that cool thing from Bianca there to help take care of mimics. So sometimes letting the computer control your characters has some benefits. And that guy told us not to go on any further, maybe because he knew that we'd have to fall down. There's going to be quite a bit of falling to get through this cave. Also a lot of going in and out. We'll be in the cave, then we'll get out to the outside. We'll have to head back into the cave. Some more falling here. A rogue armor. That berserks your character. But it's a unique armor, so we'll put it in the depository. Let me get to one. Just keep wandering around here. A leaf of the wall tree, finally, yes. The leaf of the wall tree, like in the other Dragon Quests, you can use it on a character who's been knocked out and it brings them back to life. So, just really good to pick up right now because, like I said, Bean actually just did learn Vivify at the last level, at level 24. But Vivify only has a 50% chance to work, and sometimes you can get really, really unlucky. I think I've had it one, like, 5 times where I used it and it never worked. So there is the revive spell, which does work 100% of the time, but Bean will not learn that spell. A lot of the slime type monsters, like the healers and the cures, I think they learn the revive spell. But we don't have anything in our party. We could get these Masala enemy into our party. It's another monster that can join. See, there's quite a few monsters in this area that can join. We have the mini demon, the Masala, then you have the metal babble, which is a rare encounter, and then right outside this cave, there's just a small little area between the exit to this cave and Granvania. There's you can run into an Orc King, and you can recruit them. I mentioned them a while ago when I was in the volcano getting the flame ring. How they would be nice because they're the first enemy that the first thing that can get the step guard spell. Well, they're one of the few enemies that can get the step guard spell. But actually, so they have some pretty decent skills as well. So pretty decent monster to pick up. But like I said, we won't be picking up monsters. Monsters ain't going to be playing much more of a role in our party. We're going to keep Barongo because, you know, Barongo, it's like he joins you as a, you know, like a pup. So, well, not a pup, but a cat. So, you know, he's like a family pet almost. You have to keep Barongo in your party. Like I said, we'll use Slayland until the 3rd generation. In Dragon Quest VI, which I hope to plan this year, but obviously with a lot of stuff that happened, I wasn't able to play as many games as I wanted to. But in Dragon Quest VI, you can recruit monsters in that one too. It benefits you to keep one monster, a slime type monster, the entire time, because there's a mini game, the Slime Arena, where you can enter a slime type monster into the arena, and they can win prizes. If you clear out the entire arena, you can actually get a special slime to join you. The owner of the arena is like, hey, you're like really awesome, like at training monsters. Would you like to train this rookie slime of mine? You also want monsters in that game because there's another side quest. You have to do it at one point. You don't have to do all the contests, but there's a best dress contest. There's actually an extra statistic on weapons and armor and called style, and there's a style area where you compete in fashion shows. You have to win one of the fashion shows to get like the magic carpet, I believe, but there's a few others that only allow you to use monsters, and in those ones, it's one of the slime monsters, the Slime Knight, is pretty good, because the Slime Knight can use the Platinum Gear, and the Platinum Gear gives a lot of style points. And that you can also like do like sets of stuff in that, you know. So platinum armor might be good, but if you have the platinum armor attached with the platinum sword, platinum helm, platinum shield, you get like extra bonuses. So style bonuses. So a little more complicated. I said I wanted to get to that game this year, but probably, you know, like I said, well, I definitely won't, because those games the year's almost over. I don't even think I'll finish this game in time. 14 more days left. So yeah, I'm not going to finish this one, but and I don't know if I'll get to Dragon Quest 6 next year. I used to have a schedule, but I kind of shifted it around a little bit. So, but speaking of shifting around, let's shift our attention back to this thing. We haven't been talking much about it because it's pretty much been pretty simple. You know, straightforward for the most part. Toward the end here, there's a little bit of changes, but I'll start going over them. Now that we're getting close to it. We got that bomb fragment. You can use that in, it's a one-use item, and it basically does a lot of damage. I think it might cost like the Firebolt spell. That's a pretty powerful explosion spell. So, unfortunately, I used it up on one of my characters on the offensive. So one of the characters decided to use it as an item. But that's not too important. Our characters are good enough; they don't really need to use items. I wonder if that man made it here safely. A while ago, before you arrived, a man named Sancho passed through on his way to Granvania. He seemed very sad that he left an impression in my mind. It's Sancho. Sancho was our father's friend, Papa's friend, back in Generation 1. So it sounds like he's in Granvia too. We will pick him up. He is an optional party member that we can pick up. I guess he's not really optional. He's optional in the sense that you can keep him in your party or not. So I guess the only real optional party members, there's a soldier that we'll meet, well, there's a kid that we'll meet in Generation 2 here that will grow up, and we can recruit him in Generation 3. He's just a kid, and he's like, I want to be a soldier when I grow up and accompany my king on adventures. And we actually get to, so this is an interesting room here, not because there's just a treasure chest here, but there's actually a treasure chest hidden in the southeast. And you probably would never really find it, because in order to get to it, you have to climb up the steps, and then come down the steps, and then press down. Because normally if you just step on the steps, it's not like Dragon Quest 1 where you had to use the stair command to climb up steps. In this one, you automatically climb up and down steps. So you have to go up the steps, and then come down them, and then when you appear on the steps, then press down or right, and it takes you into a little hidden passage. And there's the Staff of Punishment there, so I'll show that off real quick. We gotta go up, then go back down, then go down to right, and there's the extra. Yeah, it's a really interesting, one of the frequent FAQs, the frequently asked questions, I was actually looking at, didn't even list this, so yeah, it's kind of hidden. We can give it to another unique staff. We'll give it to Bianca. Her staff of force ain't doing anything now because she's out of MP. So the bonus of transferring 3 magic points into extra attack power isn't going to be helpful now because she doesn't have any magic points. So we'll just use the staff. We can use that as an item to cast a spell in battle. We've got the antidote chests. And again, we don't get lucky, and we don't get a small medal from it. Now, if we go up, it'll take us. There's a few more floors, no more treasure, but then we'll end up in a. It ends up in a passage with a pit. If you fall down that pit, you're taken back to that room where that merchant was, who said, you know, don't go any further. So instead of falling down that pit, we're going to come down a little bit and head down this pit. And that'll take us to this room here. We got another fall awaiting us. It'll take us all the way outside to the bottom of the mountain. We'll just have a little section to go through here, and that'll take us out of the mountain. Now, at one point earlier, there was a staircase to the north that we saw that we couldn't get to. That's just in case if you missed treasure chests and you want to go back to the beginning to get them. I'll show you the way to get back to the right path, because obviously you can't go climb the mountain and get to that. Can't climb that mountain and get to the hole that you came out of. So if you want to go back up the mountain, you have to go a different way. Well, I'll show it off real quick because it's not that far out of the way. Take care of that man-eater chest. Like I said, we're almost done with this area. But we're going to go up these stairs to the south to get us out of the area. But to the north here, it takes us around, and it's going to take us to the staircase that we saw before that we couldn't get into. And if you want, you just fall down the pit there. That'll take you to this room on the other side there. And then from that room, you can just work your way back up to where we got the Staff of Punishment. And then you just keep going up, fall down that pit to get to where the merchant is. And then that'll take you, you can use that area to get back to, either Mountain Village or to get any treasure chests you may have missed. But we don't have to do that. What we do have to do is probably want to save our game. So here we are in Granvania. Welcome to Granvania. I'm told all about this, and there's a lot. This is a big castle, a lot of places to explore, a lot of items to pick up. Oh, we're going to be doing that in our next episode. 10,000 gold to the person who returns the blood from Martha or Queen Martha or King Papas to us. Well, how about Pops' son? Do we get a reward for that? Yeah, we get a reward for turning ourselves in. So, well, unfortunately we don't get that. So, but what we will get in our next episode is a lot of exploration. So I hope you come back to watch next episode where we explore all of Granvania and get a whole bunch of items. Take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along.